Hello everyone, my name is Flo. Welcome to Flo Finance, where I talk about the things I invest in and the things I intend to invest in Nigeria. This video is sponsored by Sendwave, a money transfer company. For a limited time only, Sendwave is offering cash bonus to its existing and intending customers. If you want to hear more about that, please keep watching. Today, we are talking about investing in the money market, which is when you put your money in, you get your money back with interest. We're not buying anything here, no solid buying of like real estate or stocks. No, you just put your money in, you get your money back with interest. And today we're going to talk about treasury bills. Treasury bills, in simple terms, is when an individual, that's you or I, or private organizations, lend money to the federal government of Nigeria. Federal government of Nigeria needs money to handle budget deficits, to invest in infrastructure. And for that, instead of asking the CBN, which is the Central Bank of Nigeria, to print money for them for that purpose, they will go to the members of the public to get money to do that, and then they pay you interest. In Nigeria, treasury bills are issued by the Central Bank of Nigeria, that's CBN, on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria. It is regarded as one of the most secure investments in the money market, if not the most secure. Because come on, we're talking about the federal government of Nigeria, federal government of a country here. They can't owe you money. Even if they don't have money to pay you your money back or your interest, CBN will print money to pay you. This is how much faith they have in this investment. It's so secure that your interest is paid to you on the day the investment starts. Which other form of investment pays you interest on the very first day? I don't think there's any. Usually the interest is paid at the end of the tenure, but not with treasury bills. Treasury bills are short-term investments. They come in short tenures of 91 days, 182 days, and 364 days, which is 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year respectively. There are two ways to invest in treasury bills. Number one, through the primary market. The primary market is when you go straight to the Central Bank of Nigeria, the issuers of treasury bills on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria, and purchase the bills through a public auction that CBN holds every 2 weeks. As you can see on their website, at the time of making this video, their last auction held on the 29th of July, this 2020. During the auction, investors will place their bids. That's the interest rate they want to receive for their money. Then CBN will go with the average bid of all the bids they got. To buy treasury bills from the primary market, you need a minimum of 50 million naira. So if you buy treasury bills directly from CBN with your minimum of 50 million naira based on the prevalent bid rate, if you're investing for 91 days, you get 1.2% interest rate. For 182 days, you get 1.5% interest rate, and for 364 days, you get 3.4% interest rate. Remember, these interest rates are quoted per annum, so you only get the maximum interest rate when you go for the 364 days tenure. But if you do not have 50 million naira to invest, you can go through the secondary market. The secondary market is when financial institutions such as banks and investment companies pool the resources of their customers together to make it up to the 50 million naira, and then they invest. They buy treasury bills from the CBN on their customers' behalf. In the primary market, you can invest with as low as 10,000 naira. But what I found with most Nigerian financial institutions and banks is that they peg their minimum at 100,000 naira. So it's a kind of contribution. They get all this money from their customers and they invest on your behalf. Through these financial institutions, you will be able to pool resources with people you don't even know. And the banks or investment companies will do the heavy lifting for you. They charge a small fee for this. Your bank will tell you more when you contact them. Okay, let's talk about Sendwave. Sendwave is a trusted money transfer company that you can use to transfer money that you want to use for investment from UK, USA, Spain, Italy, and Ireland to Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. For a limited time only, Sendwave is offering a cash bonus of at least 4.5% to its existing customers when they send money to Nigeria. But you have to send at least $50, 50 euros, or 50 pounds to Nigeria. So when you send a minimum of 50 of any currency where you live in, Sendwave will add a minimum of 4.5% of the equivalent of what you send to your money. To get this cash bonus, if you're an existing customer of Sendwave, you need to update your Sendwave app first before you can get this. So please head over to your app, update it, and then send a minimum of $50, 50 pounds, or 50 euros to Nigeria. And then you get at least 4.5% of the money added to you. If you're not yet a Sendwave customer, what are you waiting for? Download Sendwave today and use my promo code FLOW, F-L-O. Make sure you enter the promo code before you do your first transfer so that you get it. And then you get $5, 5 pounds, or 5 euros added to your first transfer. And then you also get this bonus. So like double awoo for you if you're not yet a customer of Sendwave. So join Sendwave today. Go to your Play Store or App Store and download Sendwave. I have a detailed video where I show you how to download Sendwave without any problems and set it up for your account. I'll link it in a pinned comment below. For instance, if you send $100 today, based on the current exchange rate, you will get 1,800 naira added to the money the person will receive in Nigeria. When you send 100 pounds, based on the current exchange rate, the person in Nigeria will get 2,300 naira added to the money that they will receive. So if you want to invest in treasury bills with an amount that is less than 50 million naira, you contact your account officer, that's the person in charge of your account. Every current account in Nigeria has someone that works at the bank that is assigned to take care of that account. So you contact your account officer and tell him or her of your intention to invest in treasury bills. Usually they will tell you to write a formal letter, kind of application, saying that you have an intention to invest in treasury bills. And then they will send you a form to fill where you state the amount you want to invest and the tenure you want to invest for, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You also sign a consent form, giving them permission to take the money from your account and invest on your behalf. And then once it's approved, the investment will start. And at the end of the tenure, you will get your capital back. In fact, at the beginning of the tenure, if the amount you're investing is worth 1 million naira, they'll calculate the interest, deduct it, and then that's the amount of money they will take from your account, meaning that they've paid you your interest upfront. At the end of the tenure, they're supposed to return your capital to you, your full capital, that is, for instance, the 1 million naira, because at that time you already have your interest. But close to the expiration of the tenure, good account officers will be monitoring it, and they will contact you telling you, oh, your investment is about to expire. What do you want to do? Do you want your money back in your account, or do you want to roll over? Yes, you can roll over at the end of the tenure. Then you will state whether you want your money returned to you or you want to roll over to continue the next tenure. Usually when you roll over, you do less paperwork because, at the beginning when you start, you fill more forms, this and that. But when you roll over, it's just a matter of giving a new consent that they can roll over your money. And then that's how it works. They pay you interest upfront and then it continues. But before you invest in treasury bills, the interest rates for treasury bills crashed recently, because as recent as last year, you could get interest rates as high as 11% when you invest in treasury bills. But recently, due to the pandemic and the CBN making some changes in the money market late last year, the interest rate crashed. Like you can see how low it is here. So with all these very low rates, is it worth it? I would say if you have another investment opportunity that will give you more rate on investment that is secure, because it's not just about telling you, oh, come, I'll give you 50% interest rate after 1 month, I'll double your money after 1 month. No, only invest in things that have realistic interest rates, because that's how they scam people. When they tell you they're going to double your money in 1 month, there's no investment that will double your money in 1 month. It's not possible. So be sure that it's secure. And if it's going to give you more return on investment, go for it. But if you don't have any other form of investment that will give you more money, I would say go for treasury bills, because there's no need leaving your money lying around in the bank. Before you know it, 3 months is gone, 6 months is gone, 1 year it's gone, and the money is still lying fallow there, doing nothing for you, not making you any money. Rather, your bank will be using the money to make money for themselves, not for you. So if you know that this money will be sitting in your bank doing nothing for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, it's worth it in that case. But before you invest in treasury bills, I have 2 other videos on 2 money market investments coming up. So wait so that you can look at 3 of them and, scrutinize and judge which one will give you more return on investment, and go for it. Subscribe and click the like button if you enjoyed this video. See you soon.